We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot, and the school is based on the Christian principles. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant grace, in God we trust.
Hello viewers, welcome once again to AGPS TV. My name is Abdelmumin Rafik and I'll be your ICT facilitator for this lesson. Today we shall be discussing text editing, and then also discuss the importance of text editing. Then we'll look at how to use the mouse and then the keyboard to edit text. Then also look at the activities we normally carry out during text editing, such as we have selecting, copying, pasting, undo, redo, and delete. So without wasting much time, let's look at what text editing means. When we say text editing is the process of making corrections, rearranging, revising, or changing the text layout of a document to ensure accuracy in a document before printing it out. Text document is the process of making corrections, rearranging, revising, or changing the text layout of a document to ensure accuracy in a document before printing it out. Or it can also be explained as text editing can be defined, or can also be defined as the process of correcting mistakes and ensuring accuracy in a document before printing it out. Text document can also be defined as the process of correcting mistakes and ensuring accuracy in a document before printing it out. Good. Now, having known the meaning or definition of text editing, let's look at the importance of text editing. Why should we edit text? Importance of text editing. Good. So the importance of text editing include the following. Text editing makes our documents look better. Text editing makes our document look better. 2, text editing helps to improve new ideas, suggestions in a document. What this means is that in case you first created a document and then a different idea came, you can fix in that idea through what? Text editing. That is what it means by to improve new ideas and suggestions in a document. 3, well-edited documents with few or no spelling and grammatical error shows that you are a good writer. Well-edited document with few or no spelling and grammatical error shows that you are a good writer. The next importance is that well-edited document can boost your reputation. Well-edited document can boost your reputation. Now, when you take your time to edit your document well, it tells you, it shows that you are a master in what you do. So these are some of the importance of text editing. Text editing. Good. Now let's move on to editing text using the mouse. Editing text using the mouse. Editing text using the mouse. Okay. How to select text in Word document. Sorry for that. How to select text in Word document. Now, before you can apply any editing features on a text in a word processing document, you have to first select it. What's the meaning of selecting? When we say selecting is the process of choosing a range of text. It's the process of choosing a range of text for the word processor to know which part of the document to edit it or format. when a text is selected, it is highlighted with a blue color. So you can select text by using the mouse or the keyboard. Text can be selected by using the mouse or the keyboard. So we shall practically look at how this is done, how these activities are done. Good. So these are some of the activities we perform during text editing. As I said earlier on, we have selecting, which of course we know what selecting is. We have copying, cutting, pasting, undo, redo, delete. Activities performed during text editing. We have selecting, copying, cutting, pasting, undo, redo, and delete. So let's practically look at how we can carry out these editing activities. Let's first begin with selecting. How to select text to be precise, using the mouse. So as you can see on our screen, that is the mouse I'm using to select a text. So to use the mouse to select a text, you first position it at the beginning of the text. And then you press on the primary mouse button or the left mouse button, and then you drag it. To the destination you want. So as you can see, I'm trying to select a portion of the text in my document. I'm selecting a portion of the text in my document using my mouse. Good. So that is how to select text using the mouse. I go again, check the insertion point. I click on it, then I drag it. That is text selecting using the mouse. As you can see, the text is being highlighted with a blue color. This means that I'm selecting the text using the mouse approach. So that is how we select text using the mouse approach. Good. That is text I'm selecting. Good. That is how we select text using the mouse. Good. Let's go over again. So I place it at the beginning of the text. Then I click on the primary mouse button. That is the left mouse button. I hold it down and then drag it to the destination I want. Good. So that is selecting portion of text in a document. And that is how it is carried out using the mouse. Good. Now we are going to use the keyboard to select text. Good. So as you can see, we have some keys. The keys these are the arrow keys. And then arrow keys normally help us in using the keyboard to select text. So I want to position my insertion point at the beginning of the text. So I'm using the back arrow to do that. Good. So when I get to the beginning of the text, we'll then carry on how to select it using the keyboard. Good. Now I'm at the beginning of the text. So we use the shift key. So that's the shift key I'm pointing my finger on. That's the shift key. So you press the shift key. Then the arrow key. The forward arrow key. So that is it. I'm pressing the forward arrow key using the keyboard to select text. Look at my fingers. Pressing the arrow key, the forward arrow key. That means I'm selecting the text. Look at the screen. It's been displayed on your screen. I'm selecting the text using the shift key and the right arrow key, the forward arrow key. The forward arrow key. Good. If you want to go down, use the down arrow key. That's the down arrow key. The down arrow key. Good. Using the keyboard to select text. That's the down arrow key. The down arrow key. If I want to go down, so I want to go up, I'm using the up arrow key. The up arrow key. Good. That is how we use the keyboard to select text. To select text. To select text. Using the keyboard to select text. To select text. Good. So I'm trying to move the insertion point to the beginning of the text again using the back arrow key. So I'm at the beginning of the text. I want to select. I press on my shift key. Shift key. Then I use the arrow key depending on where I want to move. I use the arrow key. So that's my shift key. Then the arrow key. So that is it being displayed on your screen. Good. I'm using the arrow key. That's using the keyboard to select text. So you position the mouse pointer at the beginning of the text. Then you press and hold down the shift key and use the arrow keys to move to the direction you want to select. So that is, if I want to go down, I use the down arrow key. If I want to go back, I use the back arrow key. If I want to move up, I use the up arrow key or the top arrow key. So as you can see, I'm going down, meaning that I'm using the down arrow key. The down arrow key. I'm moving up again. So that is how we use the keyboard to select text. The keyboard to select text. Good. Now let's move on to the next activity. The next activity. That is copying text. Copying text. And then we are first of all going to use the mouse to copy text. Use the mouse to copy text. Good. So to do this, you place the mouse at the beginning of the text. You left click and then drag over the text. Left click and drag over the text to get a blue background. After that, you place the mouse pointer on the text again. And then you press. Yes. And then you press the right mouse button to display a pop-up menu from which you select copy. From which you select copy. So that is how we use the mouse to select text. Using the mouse to select text. So you can see that with the video. I'm selecting the undo. Good. So that is my mouse on it. I right click on it. Then I move the mouse pointer to copy. I click on copy. So I move my insertion point where I want to paste the text. I right click and select paste. Select paste from the options displayed in the context menu. Select paste from the options displayed in the context menu. So that is how we use the mouse to select text. So I go over again. Then I click on paste. So as you can see, the redo has appeared where I want it to appear. So it depends on where you move your insertion point to. You copy it, move the pointer to where you want the text to be to appear. Then you right click again and then you select copy from the options displayed in the pop-up menu. Good. So I want to undo it. So that's the undo button you see there. So I click on undo and then I get back my text. I click on undo to get back my text. Using using the mouse to select. So we are not going to use the keyboard to copy text. the keyboard to copy text. The keyboard to copy text. So I place my hand on the control key. I press on the control key. Then I press on X. I press on X. To select my text. To control, as you can see, my fingers on the control plus C to select my text. Control plus C to select my text. Then I move the insertion point to where I want to paste the text. So that is it. I've moved my insertion point to where I want to paste the text. So I'm now going to paste the copied text. I'm going to paste the copied text with the keyboard shortcuts. With the keyboard shortcuts. With the keyboard shortcuts. So let's see how that is done. Cut. Cutting text using the mouse. Cutting text using the mouse. You select the text, select cut. You move the insertion point to where you want to paste the text. Then you click on paste from the options that follow. So as you can see, that is how to cut and then paste text. That is how to cut and paste text. So I've carried out cutting. So I've pasted it again. That is cut. Good. Again, I'm going to repaste it again. That is pasting again. Pasting again. So if I want it to go back to original position, I use undo. I use undo so that the text will go back to its original position. I use undo. 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 That is Control plus Z. Undo, Control plus Z. As you can see, the text is going back to its original position. I'm undoing what I just pasted. So I'll undo this one too. Good. That is undoing. The text is moving back to its original position. The text is moving back to its original position. Okay, that is the undo. You see, it has come back to its original position. These are the group of texts I cut and then pasted somewhere. Good, so I have brought them back to their original position. Back to the original position. Good. So the next activity, that is using the keyboard. Using the keyboard to press on the shift key, then use the arrow key, the down arrow key, any of the arrow keys, depending on the position you want to select your text to. So here I want to select it down. So I held down the shift key, then my down arrow key. Then you press this to cut. Then you press Control plus X. That's the keyboard shortcut for cut. As you can see, the text is no more there. I've cut it. The text is no more there. Then I move my insertion point to where I want the text to reappear. Good. So I'm going to paste it. So Control plus V is for paste. Good. So that is it. I've pasted the text in a different position or location. Or location. Good. I paste it again with the keyboard shortcut Control plus V. Look at it. Control plus V to paste the selected or the cut text. That is it. That is the command for pasting text. For pasting text. For pasting text. Good. So I'm going to undo this. So I've pasted it again with the keyboard shortcut Control plus V. Control plus V. So I want to undo it. And the keyboard shortcut for undo is Control plus Z. Control plus Z. Control plus Z. So by so doing, the text will move back to its original position. To its original position. To its original position. As you can see, the text is no longer where I pasted it. It has gone back to its original position. That is using the keyboard to cut and then paste text. To cut and paste text. Using the keyboard to cut and paste text. Good. Let's move on to undoing. Undo. How to undo text. How to undo text. How to undo text. So I've selected text. A group of text on the screen. Here I can decide to use the keyboard shortcut, or I can click on the undo button. I can click on the undo button. Good. So gradually I've selected the text. Then slowly watch the next action. I go to my undo. That's the undo button there. Right after the save icon, we have the undo button. So that is it. I click on it. See what happens. So the text which was cut is now what? Back again using the undo command. Undo command. Then deleting text. Deleting text. I highlight the text and I press on my delete key on the keyboard. To bring the text back, I click on my undo button to bring back the text. To bring back the text. So that is how it is being carried out. To delete text, you highlight it either with the keyboard or with the mouse. Either with the keyboard or with the mouse. That is selecting. I've done. Then I press on my delete key on the keyboard. Let's see what happens. Now the text is no longer there. So if I want to use the keyboard shortcuts to bring back my text, that is undo, I press on the Control plus Z key to bring back the deleted text. Control plus the Z key to bring back the deleted text. So I'm going to carry it out again. I delete it with my delete key. The text is no longer there. I want to bring it back. So Control plus Z to undo, to bring back the deleted text. To bring back the deleted text. To bring back the deleted text. Control plus Z, undo. Control plus Z, undo. Undo. Good. So let's look at the differences between copy and paste and cut and paste. Good. So the differences between copy and paste and then cut and paste is that with copy and paste, it duplicates selected text or object from one location to another. Selected text, it duplicates selected text or objects from one location to another. But cut and paste removes selected text or object from one location to another. What we mean here is that if you cut and paste a text, it removes or it changes the position of the text. But with copy and paste, it leaves the original text intact. I repeat, cut and paste changes the position of the text. But with copy and paste, it makes a duplicate of the selected text or objects. Good. So the keyboard, another difference is that the keyboard shortcut for cut and paste is Control plus X. Is Control plus X. And the keyboard shortcut for copy and paste is Control plus C. Is Control plus C. I repeat, the keyboard shortcut for copy is Control plus C. Control plus C. And the keyboard shortcuts for cut is Control plus X. Control plus X. Control plus X. So when you copy a text, you are making a duplicate of it, leaving the original copied item intact, just like making a photocopy of a document. But with cut and paste, you move the copied text from its original position to another position. If we observed carefully, when we are carrying out the cut and paste, once the command is being given, it changes the position of the text. But then copy and paste left the original text intact. So these are the differences between cut and paste and then copy and paste. So the keyboard shortcut or the keyboard combination for copy and paste is Control plus C. Control plus C. To copy text, Control plus C. Then to cut text is Control plus X. Control plus X. So if you want to reproduce it, if you want to paste it, you press Control plus V. Control plus V to produce the text you cut or you copied. To produce the text you cut or you copied. Good. So at this point, we bring our lessons for today to an end, hoping to meet you again next week. Thanks for watching.
Abundant Grace International School, we are located right in Obuasi, precisely BDM. The school has a number of facilities that aid in learning. We have qualified and trained teachers who are ready and willing to assist the children. The school has many facilities such as the ICT laboratory. We also have a science laboratory. We also have a library. The school has a number of buses which convey the children from their various destinations to the school premises. We have the football team, we have the drama group, we have a lot, and the school is based on the Christian principles. For more inquiries, you can call this number 0541 310 901 0541 670772. Abundant Grace, in God we trust.